Not every institution is a perfect match for every student, and that's okay. The problem is when you're already studying there and have a toxic relationship with your college, as crazy as that may sound. To avoid this, I will show you how to recognize the signs that your school might not be the right for you. Maybe it's because it doesn't align with your goals and aspirations, or because of other factors that don't have anything to do with you. If your college has these 5 red flags, just get out of them. First of all, the dropout rates. If you notice that there's a significant number of students leaving your school before completing their degrees, there has to be a reason. Think about it. A high dropout rate indicates issues with the institution's support system, academic challenges, or a mismatch between students' expectations and the college offerings. If there are a lot of students abandoning college, that suggests that the institution is failing to provide the necessary resources for them. You can check your college's dropout rate by reviewing its official reports or connecting with an academic advisor. Also, you can always access the National Center for Education Statistics website, which provides data on graduation rates and other information. But not everything is just about statistics or numbers. Sometimes it's as simple as not feeling satisfied with your academic experience. If you feel uninterested in classes, find it difficult to connect with your professors, or feel overwhelmed with the coursework, then those are signs of a bad academic experience. And I'm not talking about wondering whether you like what you're studying. All academic programs have tedious classes, and it's normal not to enjoy every second of it. It's likely you'll struggle through most of it. But if you feel that this discomfort is coming from the experience that the college offers instead of the actual classes, then that's how you know that school may not be for you. It doesn't make any sense to be investing so much money and time into something that doesn't align with your expectations. Of course, you can always talk to your professors and advisors to discuss your concerns, find guidance, and see if there are any changes to adjusting your course load. Not feeling happy with your college can affect your mental health, and that's a big red flag. College can be stressful and overwhelming sometimes, but if you find yourself stressed, anxious, or depressed all the time, then you need to do something. Because yes, college can be a huge ball of anxiety, but it's also about learning, having fun, meeting new friends, and being excited about achieving your goals. It's important to prioritize your mental health, not only for your personal life, but also for your academic journey. Go to your school's counseling service and take advantage of these resources to discuss how you're feeling. But if you tried and aren't feeling any better, consider they are not listening to you, or even don't have a counseling service, then maybe it's time you get out of there, or at least look for external help. The same goes if you see they aren't preparing you enough for your future career. You might notice this if your school doesn't have enough resources for your program, or the ones they have just don't align with your goals. If this is happening to you, then start looking for other options like community colleges or trade schools. Another option is attending networking events to connect with professionals, and they might have some recommendations of which other college you can attend. And for the final red flag, I left the easiest to spot: financial strain. The cost of college can contribute to the decision of staying or leaving. Sure, you'll likely know before applying the tuition cost, but other expenses may come up, like additional resources and materials, expensive textbooks, and even frequent tuition increases. If the financial burden has taken you to the point of causing you excessive stress, ask yourself if it's worth it. You can always consider other less expensive alternatives and still learn a lot or more, as you have a better experience because you won't be stressed about the payment. Community colleges, online programs, and trade schools are great options for that. And of course, you can look for a scholarship that suits your case, or consider applying for a student loan if necessary. I'll leave you a playlist where we talk about this. Now, what if you see that your college matches some or all of these red flags? What do you do next? First, go to a counseling service and discuss your concerns. Then, explore other alternatives that better align with your goals and values, communicate with your advisor and professor to find possible solutions, and talk to other students because maybe someone is going through the same as you. For additional guidance on mental health, I recommend websites like the Jet Foundation and Active Mind. And finally, measure your options, balance if it's worth it, and take action. If you find a new college you'd like to transfer to, get in touch with them to see how they will recognize your credits and how the process would be. The key tip here is that if you are enrolled in a school that clearly isn't for you, you get out of there and find somewhere that will help you grow and meet your goals. Prioritize your mental health throughout this process, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Check our videos to learn more about other alternatives and mental health tips, and I'll see you next time.